Hey everybody, I'm not sure what to say at the beginning of this video concerning the magnitude of the video, just like all the videos that come from the Gematria community. As I say, we are amongst those that are deep in their slumber and sleep, and as I say, it's going to be another great entry into the ever-mounting stacking collection of the preponderance of evidence concerning the matrix itself, be it all organic, a mix of, you know, the stuff with the you-know-who's and some stuff being organic, or it being, well, it's not going to be all of the gang obviously, but you know what I'm saying. My point is, I'd be surprised if Andrew Tate and his brother doesn't know about Gematria, and I'd also be very basically, I've approached before, you know, on their channels. I know they must have a team. Obviously that makes, you know, probably 100 flipping Tate channels all over the gaff. You know, but anyway, as I say, I'd be very surprised if they don't know of the Gematria practice. Alright, excuse me, I don't want to over project my voice right now. It is 5:30 in the morning UK time. But my point is, him and his brother would be, you know, they're too smart to, my point, even if it is all organic, why would you discard this information? It's too impactful, it's too amazing. Again, it's too impactful, too important for, you know, a myriad of reasons. And again, if they don't know and somebody's presenting this information, like how I have before and other people in this community, again, why would you not want to at least you know, show others and say, wow, isn't it interesting? Look how the media and the timing that they came for me. I didn't clock this. You know, it's great that those that have been doing the homework and logging it down, you know, actual journalism, so to speak. And now I want to shine a light on it for all my people to see. And again, it's the script to the matrix, it's the code to the matrix. So my point is, why would you not want to show that? Again, I will be tagging Andrew Tate in this video. Of course, his name's going to be in the title of the video, and I'll even find his actual Rumble channel in the course of today. I'll have a look about, and of course I will leave a link to this video over there, or I will at least leave a message pertaining to this video, and then let's see how they then act off of that. Again, I'm not expecting any bridges to be built. As I say, he'd be, you know, one in a bazillion that you've tried to build with people and other communities in and outside of truth. But as I say, is he truly a Morpheus matrix code breaker? And as I say, do they already know of this information? Is he part and parcel working with the gang? Or is it just the gang using the same old, you know, timing and branding that they do? And of course, in this said situation, as we're going to listen to him say, you know, how they're setting him up. And yeah, I love what he's saying in this video. It's great. That's why I'm even making this video. And aside from that, what I've just found whilst watching the video, as you can see over here, look. So while I was watching the video, yeah, straight away I started doing the obvious rule of thumb, code of conduct with the practice of Gematria. I've explained it a bazillion times, so I'm not going to say that right now. You know, there's enough videos on my YouTube by the bazillion. It's probably about, you know, not much less than 2,000 videos across all my channels. One channel's got nearly 1,000 videos. I've got 3-4 channels, 3 for this type of information, and of course music. One channel for music. But anyway, so we're going to listen to Tate first. Then we're going to go through, of course, the situation reveal, and again, try not to be dead stock. But as I say, it's expected, right? Dead stock. As I say, you guys need a defibrillator. I think I might make that the thumbnail, because this is crazy. As I say, I just put out 2 great videos for the submarine situation. Very fishy situation. You know, it links with James Cameron's birthday. what was it, 8 weeks 3 days from when it goes missing. And of course you got the Brit billionaire who's on there, and his name, what's his name again? Hamish Harding. His name equals 83. And it's 8 weeks 3 days to August 16th, which is James Cameron's birthday. And again, all the numerology and the life lesson, it's all literally the same. Two of them's bang on, and then the other one is just slight different, but as I say, the main of it is all the same. You know, I'm sure it was 67 numerology, we know Freemasonry 67, and if it, you know, is a really sad situation if they, you know, don't find them or they recover, you know, dead bodies. Again, you know, murder 83. But anyway, human sacrifice 67 with the numerology, Freemasonry 67. And again, a life lesson of 31. So with the English release date of Titanic, the movie from James Cameron, in the same year as this situation which just happened, June 18th on Sunday, and James Cameron's birthday, they all have the same numerology and life lesson. A life lesson of 31. Titanic equals 31, right? And I've already broke down the rest, so check out those videos. But as I say, you know, of course it's going to get no views, no comments, no increase of subscribers, and that's even on Rumble, as I say. And I'm not going to upload on YouTube anymore. There's no point. I can't deal with the eggshells. I will put on the community wall post as I did, you know, but that's about it. So let's get into this video.
So I just wanted to have an informal conversation. I was going to put a suit on and do this formally, but I think it's better if I do this informally. Highlighting some of the things that everybody already knows about how the Matrix operates and what they're trying to do to me and what I believe is going to happen next. It's quite interesting that they are attacking me and attempting to vilify me at the exact same time, whereas real predators, which work for the media establishment, are being ousted.
Exactly.
So it's really interesting to do a juxtaposition and do a comparison.
Oh, and just quickly, I just have to interject, because he's going to start speaking about, of course, Philip Schofield, excuse me. And as I already pointed out, was his situation organic when he left this morning? He leaves 49 days after his April 1st birthday, Philip Schofield. Yeah, he quits this morning, 49 days after his birthday. And the word quits equals 49, as I already showed on my YouTube, so go and check out the video over there. Anywho,
right, between how they will treat Philip Schofield, who is confirmed as a groomer, who is admitting he has committed sexual crimes, and how they'll treat me, a man with no convictions and no admission of sexual crimes. Look at the differences in the headlines. Look at how soft they are in their interviews with him.
You've had quite the week. How are you?
Look at how now, after only 2
I mean, look how scripted. I mean, if you did you see Philip's face? Hold on, let me go back on that. Did you see Philip Schofield's face there? Unbelievable. And as I say, more than likely in the backdrop, him and Holly are still friends. As I say, you can find all these people, or for the most part, I haven't found Andrew doing it, or Philip actually, but I know he's in there overall, regardless. But my point is, you know, one-eye symbolism and all this type of stuff. So my point is, all I'm going to quickly say is, I wouldn't be surprised if them two are still friends behind the scenes. Yeah, Amanda Holden, she's not really upset, probably either with, you know, Holly. All this type of stuff is just the narrative that they give you on this side, you know, for you lot to just lap it up. One thing after the next, one distraction after the next, whether it's submarines, whether it's Andrew Tate, whether it's this thing, that thing, you know.
Differences in the headlines. Look at how soft they are in their interviews with him.
You've had quite the week. How are you?
Look at how now, after only 2 or 3 days, the headlines are saying we should forgive him and feel sorry for him.
Crazy.
And let him off. Whereas me, who's been under constant media assault for over a year, they never let up. They never change. Someone sent me a clip yesterday of Philip Schofield saying he's going to kill himself and how sad he is.
Last week, if my daughters hadn't been there, then I wouldn't be here.
Why do they keep pushing me? Why do they keep pushing me, playing the sympathy card? And all the headlines are now like, yeah, we can't keep attacking this poor man. For 1 year they've attacked me, and they will not stop. And this highlights the difference between the people who are on the side of the establishment and the people who are not on the side of the establishment.
And just another quick interjection for those that don't know, we've been doing the homework, the numbers from Big Brother, all the numbers that check out from Big Brother, Tate's dad's passing, all the recent stuff. Again, we've been following the numbers, all the allegations, all Vice News with their bullshit, all by the numbers. So again, check it out on my channel. As I say, I'll leave a link to the playlist in the description and in the comments.
Keep pushing me, playing the sympathy card. And all the headlines are now like, yeah, we can't keep attacking this poor man. For 1 year they've attacked me, and they will not stop. And this highlights the difference between the people who are on the side of the establishment and the people who are not on the side of the establishment. I've been offered to sell my soul very many times. I want everyone at home to understand, you do not become the most Googled man on earth, especially amongst the demographic of young men which have money to spend, without very large companies and corporations becoming extremely interested in you. I've been offered $50 to $60 million by companies I'm not going to name. All I had to do was shut up. Shut up, take the money, wear the stupid hat, wave around the stupid drink, whatever it is, and continue to agree with whatever the Matrix says, regardless of my own personal feelings, my personal views and beliefs, and just push it on the minds of young children. And I refuse to do that. I refuse to sell my soul. If I would have sold my soul to a large corporation, and then this attack happened, which I very much doubt this level of Matrix attack would have even happened to me, but if it did, then this large corporation would speak to the media, and the media would be treating me like they treat Philip Schofield.
And remember, it's all about gaslighting, getting you used to the crazy, deprived, off-key satanic stuff that they, basically want to polarize the masses to. And again, knowingly or not, right? As I say, there's many of them that are happily in there that will say that they pledge allegiance to Satan. People like what's his name again? Flipping out, was one of those rappers. What is his name? It's not Little Yachi. I know Trippie Redd is pretty satanic. What is his flipping name? Oh my god. It's like a short version of Young Thug or something like that. What is his flipping name? I cannot remember his name right now. Oh god. Anyway, that guy. He had the diamond thing put on his forehead at one stage and took it off. Can't remember his flipping name. Anywho, as I say, does Balenciaga still have stores? Balenciaga, do they still have stores? Because these people have names and addresses, yeah. So exactly what you're saying. As I say, I'm 100%, 110% with everything he says in this video. Yeah, I'm with Tate 100% with this aspect of what he's saying in this video.
And then this attack happened, which I very much doubt this level of Matrix attack would have even happened to me. But if it did, then this large corporation would speak to the media, and the media would be treating me like they treat Philip Schofield. They wouldn't be treating me as an enemy. They would treat me as an ally. All I had to do was sell my soul, and I refused. The recent BBC interview that took place, I don't think most people understand.
Or they would still do it, but it wouldn't be as heavy. Like it would be like a lighter humiliation ritual, like a fake Will Smith slap or something like that. Do you know what I mean? Even if it was still in this segment, maybe they wouldn't have had him for the 3 months, 3 days. Again, released equals 33. They had the Tate Brothers for 3 months and 3 days. They released them on the annual release of the first Matrix movie. Again, they said they took 33 cars. Again, did they take 33 cars, Andrew? or did they take 25? Was that just the media saying 33? I'd like to know these answers. I'd really like to know.
And genuinely, how
again, sorry, Masonry 33. Again, police people, order society, Masonry 33. So again, that's what I love to do. 33, that all over the gaff when you notice it in the media and or movies as well, and other places. Just media in general. But the news definitely loves a 33. Other numbers as well, once you understand the pattern, and word will have said numbers for a specific situation. But yeah, let me go back last time.
that I refuse to sell my soul. If I would have sold my soul to a large corporation, and then this attack happened, which I very much doubt this level of Matrix attack would have even happened to me, but if it did, then this large corporation would speak to the media, and the media would be treating me like they treat Philip Schofield. They wouldn't be treating me as an enemy, they would treat me as an ally. All I had to do was sell my soul, and I refused. The recent BBC interview that took place, I don't think most people understand genuinely how snaky that interview was. The reason I had to destroy her so ruthlessly is because of how the interview was set up. When I was in jail, the BBC was constantly trying to get me to give an interview over the phone, and I refused.
I haven't
When I
seen it.
left jail,
And just quickly,
the BBC,
sorry, quickly, I have not seen the interview. I've only seen like a highlight part of it. And to be fair, since they've come out of being released, again, released equals 33. They will get released 3 months and 3 days later. I get Masonry, Secrecy, Order, Police People, Society 33. But anyway, yeah, I haven't watched. I've only just seen like a quick highlight of that interview. And I've seen another one where he was pacing around with the cigar when he first got back on the home arrest thing. That's all I've seen. Before, I would have been watching things here and there, and as I say, even leaving comments to say, "Wow, guys, if you're all Morpheus and that, how come you're not showing the people about the script code?" Again, they might do it in the war room. Obviously, I know they got the war room thing. I don't know what goes on in there. I'd have to check to see if anybody's got in there but made a video to speak about it, but they might have some special NDA stuff, non-disclosure agreements and things like that. So, but as I say, what are the odds that he doesn't know about Gematria and this number system? As I say, the script code to the Matrix. I mean, Morpheus and all. Of course, I'm doing the air quotes. Again, we over here are the top G's because we're giving out the impeccable information that shatters through the matrix and gives alleviation to the individual, many levels and realization for other stuff as well, the nature of reality and stuff. Anyway,
begged me for an interview, daily, begging me, and for 3 months I refused. Eventually, once I understood, after my 3rd month of house arrest, what the Romanian government is going to do to me, which we're going to discuss shortly, I thought now would be a good time to give an interview. BBC begged me, saying that Romania has one of the most corrupt justice systems in Europe, that there's serious problems with the case, lots of evidence that's been leaked shows Andrew's innocent, that Andrew's side of the story hasn't been heard, that we're interested in fair and unbiased journalism, that we don't want to come there and do a hit piece. We want to speak to him and try and find out the truth of what's happening. In fact, we're going to send you the questions we want to ask in advance. I'm not a coward. I never ask for questions in advance. I don't care because I'm a professional.
and just quickly, let's just come back to mine. And I have said it before on other videos recently, probably on the release video. But again, how is it, again, Epstein's list? I mean, all this type of stuff, yeah? And even the other things that he goes on to point out, it's just like, again, all the gaslighting. I mean, oh my God, my point is, they like to show you how crazy the world is and to see your reaction, because it's all one big psychological, IQ, test from these evil, tyrannical tyrants that control the place, It's just crazy. I get, oh my God, just all the things that's going on right now for the last 7 years, ongoing, it's just really amped up crazy. And wow. Absolutely crazy to behold, to be fair. And so obvious as well. So as I say, man, as I say, people are just so deep in their slumber. Again, bring on the defibrillator, yeah. Oh my goodness! As I say, how has my video not had 1 million views for Nottingham, or at least 50,000 views, 20,000, for flipping to 5,000? That should standardly have some views. How's that not getting views? Crazy. Anyway, and as I say, oh man, let me just pull videos. As I say, I could put up a video, a blank video with no audio, and YouTube would pull it down and say it had hate speech or something. That's how crazy it is.
I'll destroy anyone instantly. But they sent us a list of questions, which was shown to me, and I was like, well, those are actually interesting questions. What's my mental health like? What's Romanian jail like? What's it like being in a courtroom where everyone's speaking a language you don't understand and having your liberty deprived of you? I thought this is going to be an interesting interview. I agreed. The BBC, all nice smiles and all lies, sent us this entire spiel, turned up, turned the cameras on, sat down, and attacked me.
Have you ever put and applied any psychological control on any of the women you dated?
No, and I respect women. This idea that that I'm so much smarter that I can hypnotize somebody, I think is an extremely misogynistic idea. I think your idea is misogynistic to believe that women don't have their own free thoughts and free minds.
They attempted to sucker punch me. They attempted to shake my hand and knock me out with a sucker punch. Once the cameras were on,
sucker punch.
To hit me when I was off guard. They expected me to be off guard, ready to talk about my mental health.
Scumbags.
And hit me with these questions and me make a fool of myself. Unaware that I'm a master of Aikido. And when you attempt to sucker punch me, it simply misses, and I destroy you. Unmatched perspicacity. Just because I'm the best there's ever been, and me, with my quick thinking, and
that's what I was meant to say just now. The main thing I was supposed to get to say was, again, the evidence that they're trying to use, all that type of stuff. And that's what I mentioned quickly, Epstein, and then other things he's going to bring up in a sec. And it's just like, oh my God, it's just like, really? Again, it just shows how crazy the world is and how sleep, people just that Stockholm syndrome on another level.
Incomparable wit can sit and destroy a professional reporter and her entire research team's preparation. Just because I make that look easy doesn't mean I should be forced to succumb to these unfortunate circumstances. 99% of the population, if they were tricked the way I was tricked, would look a fool on camera. They were very prepared to try and make a fool of me. But I'm the best there's ever been. Did they do this to Philip Schofield? No. Where was the BBC's outrage when Ross Harris and Jimmy Savile were touching children? They don't care. Where's the BBC's outrage when certain other people, high level in society, members of the royal family, are caught taking pictures with minors?
Light them up.
They don't care.
Light them up.
But they will continue to try and convince you that I am something I am not, on repeat, over and over and over again.
Gaslighting.
These people are worse than disingenuous.
Yeah.
They are worse than simply liars.
Remember, these are the same people that give you A Man in the Cave, the planes, Twin Towers. I mean, Meanwhile, just before it happens, you've got the then president, George Bush, in the classroom with the teacher that has the kids singing a unknown nursery rhyme I've never heard before about kites flying into a steel building. I mean, really? I mean, come on. I mean, and then in the course of that day, you've got the BBC woman talking about building 7's come down, but we can see it in the background, and then it comes down 20 minutes after she speaks, and of course nothing even hit that structure. And as we know, regardless of planes in the other buildings, we know that those buildings, the infrastructure had, whatever the type of dynamite, if you may, to bring it down to ground zero and whatnot. I mean, these people we found them, the passports in the rubble. And then 19 years later, after 19 hijackers, they give you COVID-19. The word chaos equals 19. Not to mention the rest that goes with all of that. But I mean, it's just, and again, think about how many things I could say, They give you movies like White Noise with the train and the chemical spill, and then in reality 6 months later, was it Utah with all the trains and even some of the roads on the what is it, what are they called, HGV, like the big trucks, you know, I'm sure a couple of those, or at least one of those overturned that had chemicals as well. But it's just it's just like the audacity the establishment has. Like, oh my god, the audacity. Again, they give you Nottingham the other day. Listen, the audacity. Yeah, and again, his name's Valdo Calacane. Valdo means, if you look up the name Valdo, it means, what is it again? Rule, power, and govern. Who likes rule, power, and governing? Governing your brain, the government, govern your mental. That's what government even means, the word. Yeah. And then his last name, Calacane, if you look that up, you'll find a novel and TV show of the same novel. It's called Calocane, but with a K and 2 L's, and the last bit is C-A-I-N. Yeah, because as I say, slight different spelling, but exactly the same. Yeah, obviously in phonetics and stuff. But anyway, my point is, dark dystopian future about government suppressing people with injections, so they can't basically think outside the box, or if they lie in a certain way, it will make them, you know, always tell the truth, basically. Yeah, my point is, can't think outside the box, keep you oppressed, inject you, yeah, and all this type of stuff. So go figure on that. And of course, all the other stuff by the numbers. Again, got 2 videos about it.
They are evil.
No views, obviously.
They are a club. And if you sell your soul and join the club, they offer you protection. And if you don't, they aim to destroy you, which is what they're trying to do to me. The reason I decided to give the interview to the BBC is because I now believe that the next step, and I'm going to call it, because I've called everything that's happened to me so far. Look at my old interviews. I said, stage 2, they're going to try and put me in jail. I understand that you get 3 strikes in this game. Strike 1 is they try and shut you up and discredit you, which I've just been through. Strike 2 is they try and put you in jail for no reason. And strike 3 is they kill you.
The truth is this. So I knew it was coming. I absolutely not knew it was coming because of how orchestrated it was. The only thing, and I'll state this at the beginning, the only reason I'm upset by being canceled is because I've expired one of my lives. I mean, I'd never kill myself. Don't fucking try. But, bruv, because that's what's next. That's what's next. It's scary. I'm telling you, everyone thinks I'm paranoid. Everyone thinks I'm crazy.
So it's like every single organization on the face of the planet is corrupt. This is what I say to people. I say, listen, and I'm going to say this on this podcast now because I say it on every other one. I would never, ever kill myself. I truly believe they're going to come and they're going to try and kill me. On a lot.
And as I say, the thought police, right? So imagine, as I said the other day, you know, if they came with that, you know, the truth breathalyzer, I'll probably blow it up. But as I say, this thought police, as I say, on Facebook the other day, so I only use it momentarily for like 2 seconds, then I delete it. But anyway, something was going on, and I've used a particular word, basically, see you next Tuesday, if you know what I'm talking about. So anyway, I've used that word, and they've come to say they're restricting what I'm doing, but then what they're restricting me on is nothing to do with even what was going on. You know, saying, oh, you can't go in this or do that or group, or you can't have phone calls. Well, I wasn't making phone calls, and I haven't been in a group for how long? So I don't even know what you're talking about. So as I say, man, it's just crazy the way they're just trying to like just restrict the thinking, mold you to think in a certain way, have you not say what you know you should be able to naturally say without having any somebody coming to just jump on your nutsack or whatever to say you can't say that. You know, it's just absolutely ridiculous the times that we're in, to be fair. It's like beyond ridiculous, preposterously dumb.
Enough time frame because they tried to shut me up and I won't shut up. They're either going to try and put me in jail or they're going to kill me, and I would never kill myself under any circumstances ever. And the reason I say this, and I say this to people, and they go, but what can they put you in jail for? And I'm like, how ignorant are you? In your ignorance to believe they need a reason. You believe it's fair. You believe I can get a lawyer and prove myself innocent. That's not how it works. They decide you're guilty long before and they find a reason why. And it doesn't matter what you do about it, you will pay the fucking price. It's not fair. None of it is. Every single system's corrupt. It actually annoys me when people say that to me. Well, just get a lawyer. Why? They can't put you in jail if you're innocent. Yes, they fucking can. And that's what people don't understand about the world.
And again, that's my point. point why it's so crazy. Because how all these people following through and signing this off or whatever the case may be, like, where's your brain? Like, you know what I mean? The people that are even in the so-called legality system to do X, Y, Z. Like, what in the world? So you know it's just all twisted, satanic and corrupt. Because, you know, where is the true justice? You know, it's just clearly just unjust in so many places. It's like, what? Absolutely bizarre. Oh my god. But obviously not bizarre when you understand the system wrecked, right? So
They can and they do and they fucking will. And that's what's scary.
I'm going to call what's going to happen next. The Matrix is extremely angry. And they are angry because their weapons aren't working. I remain unfazed. This is the first time in history someone who's cancelled became more popular than before. This is the first time in history where a full broadside of media lies for over a year across every single outlet that they control has failed. Nobody believes them. Nobody. So now what do they do? Well, I believe the UK is going to try and raise charges against me. Don't know what for. I've done nothing wrong. Something's going to appear from nowhere. In fact, I will say that I have some very high-level friends and some whistleblowers who are confirming exactly that to me. They've looked at me and thought, we have to get this guy. What's he done? Nothing. Find something. Who cares? Get some papers, move some papers around, get a judge who'll stamp him, and put him in jail. It doesn't matter that I've done nothing wrong. I also want to say that I believe the Romanian government is going to charge me. They're not going to charge me because they have any evidence. And they're not going to charge me because I'm guilty of anything. They're going to charge me because after a 14-month investigation, 6 months of arrest, which is the maximum they can possibly give me without charge, I don't think they can just drop this. Imagine they just drop this tomorrow. Oh, we made it all up. Imagine that. What choice do they have but to charge me? If they charge me, I have to go to trial. Now, of course, I still believe in Romanian justice. I really, truly believe that even with Romanian justice systems or matrix control...
I'm not going to lie. I was not expecting it to go any further. I'm not saying I had any, like, you know, full-on thoughts to go this way or that way, you know, whether something extra was going to come or not. Again, I'm not surprised. Again, we're going to go into the decode in a sec, but again, is it all organic? You know, as I say, I don't think it's all organic, but I'm saying, does he really know what's going on? Or is it just the you-know-who's doing their classic branding XYZ? You know what I mean? Or does he actually know? Or does he still understand the gematria, but he hasn't been following it since he's been he's been in and out of prison or whatever. Do you know what I mean? As I say, I have some questions. So as I say, feel free to you know, get in the comments or something. Tate, we go on a live stream or something.
Justice systems, I will be found innocent because I know the case file. I know what's in it. But that's going to take years. They're going to waste 1.5 to 2 years of my life, make me go to trial. Then when I'm found not guilty, it's been years. Who cares, right? Distance from event. If they drop it now, it's the biggest story in the world. They can't drop it. They're going to charge me. They're not going to charge me because I've done anything wrong. They're going to charge me because that's how the Matrix works.
I didn't think they would, though, because look,
Unfortunately,
house arrest, they had it for 3 months free. Yeah. But as I say, you just wait for the decoy. It's gonna come.
I'm up against an enemy I can't really, truly beat. I can't beat them. All I can do is continue to discredit them to the point where nobody believes them anymore.
The best way to, as I say, right now, I reckon still that this information is the best way to even give everybody the opportunity to wake up. It's the best wake-up call to come out of the frequency because, as I say, this is all part of the frequency that we've been inundated with, you know, the spell casting. Broken it all down before in so many videos, so I'm not going to go into it all right now. But, I mean, this is the one right here, I'm telling you. As I say, are you Morpheus or not? Are you British Nut red pills? Because I got the red pill right here, yeah?
And I cannot do that without having perspicacious, intelligent people at home who are analyzing the situation and truly
am I one here? Because you was about to say, as you just said, the persifications, intelligent people at home, analysing, yeah, and not understanding, as you was about to say, as opposed to, brother. No, understanding, yeah, because there's layers and levels to this. So this is my point. Help me combat the, how would I say? I've said it before, but the self-echo chamber that I'm not trying to be in. As I say, I've been explaining about the hard-coded commonality and how the matrix seems to be working. As I say, not good in, and I'm not saying it in a good or bad way. I'm just looking at it neutral. Because obviously we will speak about things that you would say per se is good and blah 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 and all that came to fruition and blah blah, type of manifestations or whatever else and the other stuff and dynamics of it all. But anyway, am I one of those along with the community over here? Are we the top G again? Gematria community, as I say, we're the real top Gs.
Understand what is happening to me. If I have to martyr myself, if I have to some degree sacrifice my liberty and the quality of my life to highlight how the matrix operates, how the legal system and the media work
well, I'm not at your level, so I don't know how far you're looking to drop down, but as I say, it'd be quite the force to be reckoned with. As I say, if we was to join forces, I'd say that the community, not just me. I'm not about, you know what I mean? It's not about me. It's about the message, right? So I'm just taking it on board, and if you was to start saying this information alongside with what you're saying, if you're really, dissecting what's going on and casting the microscope, the Gematria microscope, hold them under scrutiny and whatnot, fully, properly. Yeah, this is it. And as I say, just by mentioning it, you're taking the whole community and even more. How you got the eyes on you, the world's on you. So, make it happen. As I say, this is free. Whether you're up there or down here, whatever level. Yeah, it's free. The info's there. Yeah. And as I say, if there's any community that deserves to be, XYZ with boosted with money wise, regardless of sports and all that type of stuff in your sports Gematria and whatever else, and check the arsehole if you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, and of course Zachary K. Hubbard, regardless of all of that, because we do know it does work. But we're not saying that you're going to get all of them, and we're not saying that you can't have variables. Like, come on, man, you can't beat him fully down all the time. Of course, you're allowed to look at variables and say, well, or X, Y, Z for the other one. It's like, come on, man. Oh my god, the way these lot are tearing off each other's heads and bickering about stuff, regardless of, even if you're going to say he's doing other stuff, which I'm not going to get into. And I don't ever really get into that, as you know, or may not know. So, anywho, are you going to take the message, Tate? Are you going to take the message? Is this message going to get to you? I'm going to be looking for your channels today. I may even do another Twitter just to get at you today as well, because I do not do Twitter. I hate the place. I'm still waiting for my account to come back for the most ridiculous thing. I've explained it before. I may explain it again. I'm not going to do that right now, but it's absolutely ridiculous. And then I thought I was going to get it back when that puppet took it over, Elon Musk, and no, to no avail. Still ridiculous.
Hand in hand to try and convince the populace somebody is guilty before a judge says they are guilty, because they have pre-decided to say this person is guilty because of...
And is the judge going to be of a real sane mind? Because as I was trying to slightly explain before, it's just all the reason why it's such a shit show and so weird, because you've got all these people already lined up, yeah, that are polarized to, or of course work in the infrastructure and the network. This is why it's so crazy. Like, how can you not see so many situations that clearly these people should be, whatever the case may be, fined, going to jail, whatever, how many things I can bring up. It's just absolutely ridiculous. And I'm not even talking about pharmaceutical companies. So many things.
He's wrong to think, if I have to sacrifice myself to do those things, then I guess at least my imprisonment is a noble one. And I'm a man. And although Romanian jail is as close to hell as you can find on planet Earth, if I have to suffer it, I will do that, because I will not sell my soul. The point of this video is only to highlight and make clear the differences in how the people inside of the club are treated against versus the people who are outside of the club. And also for me to predict the future for everyone to understand. When new charges come, when new countries attempt to attack me, when the Matrix unrelentingly continues to print lies about me and try to convince the world that I am a bad person, I hope it does nothing else but show the world that I am a good person. These people are liars. The people they tell you are good are not good. The people they tell you are bad are the good ones. Do not believe a word that they say.
Facts.
All in all, my predictions for the future are not certain.
Yeah.
My future is certainly not certain. Whether I'll continue to breathe or continue to be free, nobody knows. But the one thing I can guarantee to absolutely everybody at home, and anybody who believes in me and my message, and anybody who listens to me speak, I will never sell my soul, I will never be controlled, and I will never lie.
All right, let's quickly go through this decode now. Keep up. All right, so Andrew Tate and his brother charged with rape and human trafficking, yeah? Equals 187 we're looking at, excuse me, had the wrong one highlighted there. Note the 173 as well, we're going to get to that. But anyway, 187 from his birthday. They have changed his birthday, but his birthday is 14th of December. I've documented it before the change and since the change. Anyway, 187 days from his last birthday, December 14th. Andrew Tate, 187. And what is it again? Charged with rape and human trafficking. Again, he wants to show the Jesuit Order, Society of Jesus, aka Society of Jesus, which equals 187, yeah? And remember, he got arrested and then he went to prison from the 29th of December. So December 29th, basically the 201st prime is 1,229. Yeah, I'm sure it is. Yeah, it is. Of course, the Jesuit Order equals 201. So anyway, look at this. And the day that this is going on, look at the numerology and the life lesson. Interesting. Just like the Titanic stuff. And you got 3 dates on that one. You got the UK release date, you've got the day of the sub missing, and James Cameron. And top to bottom, as I say, one's like this where it's not, you know, maybe that one's not perfect on that bit, yeah? But then the other two's perfect top to bottom. Anyway, check out that video as I mentioned before with the Titanic stuff and the submarine. See, they changed his birthday. There you go. That's what I know it as. And when I knew it as that, the December 1st one was not around. Oh look, from his December 1st supposed birthday, alleged birthday, 201 days. Did I just mention the Jesuit Order? 201. In conjunction with the prime relationship with 201 and 1,229, 12/29, the day that he goes into prison for 3 months, 3 days. And the word released equals 33, as I mentioned before. No, 2 months and 20 days from the release after the 3 months, 3 days period, which was also the release date of the first Matrix movie, March 31st. 2 months, 20 days. Note the 80 as well. We're going to get to that. Hold on 1 second. Rape 22 anyway. Human trafficking 80. Was that checked? No, it wasn't checked. 80. Rape 22. Rape and human trafficking, rape and human trafficking, 220, like 2 months, 20 days from his release date, and then now this is what he's getting charged with. I mean, come on. Rape and human trafficking, 220. Come on, man. Again, if you haven't watched this video, or you watch this video and you still don't get the magnitude of what's being shown, again, defibrillator. If you're not sharing this video, you need a defibrillator. Wake your ass up. This is from the day that they went to prison after the bullshit, how it all started with the bickering with, was it Greta Thunberg and the pizza box? I mean, really? And Pizzagate, I mean, come on. We already broke that down already, so go and check out the playlist that I'm going to leave with this video. I mean, unbelievable. But not surprising, right? What is really real? Is he really real? Is he really with the people? Does he know what's going on? And all the other stuff that I was asking questions about. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. It'd be really interesting. The 46 runs through with Charged and The Matrix. .35 as well, and the 118 chains along. Yeah, back to the submarine situation. Of course, oxygen is a big thing, and of course they went missing on the 18th of June. Again, oxygen equals 18. Of course, Jesuit Order 72, or the Jesuit Order 72. I think it's Jesuit Order 72 without the in there. Is the guy 59 years old? The British guy, I think, can't remember. If so, from May 59, kill 59. There was a 76 thing in there as well. Can't remember what it was with though. Anyway, check out my last video. Oh, I forgot that was coming up. Hello. Where did we begin? Hello, M.o.r Andrew Tate, that's his actual name. Yeah, equals 187. That was the Mike Tyson comboed with Ken and Ryu from Street Fighter, Triple Dragon. Oh, you can. Unexpected, and it weren't even no sucker punch. It was just a natural truth, just doing its thing, just showing its thing with its organic or not. I mean, come on. Again, charged with rape and human trafficking equals 187. Remember, we already showed the 173 connection as well. 187, this is how it began. His birthday is when? 14th of December. Bam, 187 days to Monday, June 19th. Remember the numerology rollout as well. Literally the same. I mean, come on. Alright, catch you on the rebound.